Hey everybody, it's Jodi. Welcome to the Great North American Stampin' Show. This is season 9, episode 2, and we normally have a specific theme or template or something that we're all basing our projects on. Well, today you're going to get a variety because we had an original plan and then the plan got changed, but I forgot, so I did the original plan, and so we're all kind of doing different things. You'll be inspired nonetheless, but it's a little bit different than what we usually do. And to be honest, I'm blaming it on the heat. If you've been following the Great North American Stampin' Show or just my videos in general, you've never seen me with my hair up like this because I do not wear my hair up like this. It's 95 degrees in Michigan today, and it's been like this yesterday, and it's going to continue for the next couple of days. We don't have air conditioning, so I know that's like an unbelievably foreign concept to most of you. We have this little portable unit in the living room that's attempting to cool things down, but it's pretty warm. So I'm blaming the unreasonably warm weather on me just totally forgetting that we changed the plan. So you're gonna get to see a card today that might be very different from everybody else's, but I think you'll like it. I had a lot of fun making it. So let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, we're all kind of doing our own thing this time, but the original plan, what I got stuck on and didn't do the updated version, was to duplicate a card from page 47. And so you can see there are 4 card layouts here, and I am doing a card that was inspired by this layout. So you'll notice some solid cardstock on top, some printed on the bottom, a tone-on-tone greeting here, and then there's a circle behind the focal point, and then also some tone-on-tone die cuts there. So that's what I am using for inspiration, a starting point for my card. I'm using the Garden Gathering stamp set, and I'm using designer paper from a package called Everyday Essentials. And so I'm just gonna kind of scoot these so you can see all of the patterns, and then I'll flip it quick so you can see the back side. These are a little bit more neutral on the back, but I've got some pieces from that I'm going to pull in for this card. So like I said, these are the stamps. There's also dies for this one, and so some pieces I'm die cutting without stamping, so you'll see all of that too. So my card base is Bubble Bath, and then I've got some pieces here to pull in and get everything put together. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start by attaching this designer paper onto the bottom half of the card base. So just down here at the bottom, an even border around these edges, and then that paper there. And then what I wanted to do, I'm gonna kind of keep this handy just to make some references. So we've got the pattern down here. This is going to stay solid, but like the clouds on here, I wanted to use one of the dies to add some tone-on-tone depth. And so I took this little die here, that's just that little flower, and I die cut that 5 times. And so I'm just going to attach these little flowers to the background there, just like the sample, just to give some tone-on-tone depth to that background. So I am going to use my liquid glue, and a little dot does a lot with this. I don't want it to be too much. I don't want it squirting out all over. So I'm just going to somewhat randomly attach these flowers to that background. Oops, did not mean to drop it there. Let's get it up here a little bit. And you'll notice I'm having it go off the edge. That's intentional too. Put a little bit on this one and attach this up at the top. Now, as this one has a circle, I decided for the stamps I'm using to use an oval. So I'm going to set this here just for some placement, just to kind of gauge where I want to put the other flowers. So I'll add one up at the top, and then let's see, let's go over this way a little bit more. And then I'll do one more, let's see, Let's do that. Do I want it off the edge or kind of tucked under? I think I'm going to tuck it under just a little bit there. Okay, so this oval was not part of the Garden Gatherings. This is a new bundle that I really like. It's called Framed Violets, and it's a gorgeous bundle. I really like that it's got a large scallop oval and then this one that I used here. So it's great to use with the stamp set, obviously, but once you have these dies, you can mix and match and use whatever you want together. So it's really great to be able to do that. So I pulled in the Framed Violets die, even though I'm using the Garden Gatherings bundle. So this oval will just go right here. I want it to be like over to the right a little bit more than centered. So I'll just kind of set that on there. And then, like I said, that little bit was off the edge intentionally, so I'll just take my scissors and cut that. And then we've got that tone on tone, just like the sample here had the clouds in the background. So instead of the circle, we're just going to build our focal point from this oval. These are both patterns from that Everyday Essentials. Is that the right name? Yes, Everyday Essentials designer paper. So let's do some stamping. I've got Lost Lagoon ink. This is the greenish color that you see on this designer paper. And this is one of the images from Garden Gatherings. So I will ink that up and stamp it here on my basic white cardstock. And what I really like about this design, it's a little bit, you might look at this and think, oh shoot, she got some ink splattered on there. You know, it looks like maybe those dots aren't supposed to be there, but they actually are. And it's really cool the way that was intentionally designed, because now I can take my Darling Duckling ink and the floral image here, ink that up. Now watch, when I have to kind of make sure I'm over it. I'm gonna start here so I can see better and stamp it down, but then I'm gonna scoot it up so you can see better. When I stamp this, when I line it up, those little green dots are right in the center of where those flowers need to go. So then I know I'm getting them in the right spot. So it was very creative, very strategic for them to include those little dots on the leaf and stem image. It's very cool. So now I'll take this die and cut those flowers out, and then we'll add that to the card. Okay, so this is going to be attached with Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'll just put one down here right near the stem and then one up here. And I'm going to line it up pretty close to the top up here and in the middle. And then this was one of the most fun things on this entire project. So I took this little die that's part of the Garden Gatherings bundle, and I die cut a vase from Vellum. Vellum is transparent. You can see through Vellum. It's really fun to work with if you haven't done that already. Then I'm going to take our new white gel pen. And what I'm going to do is just go around the very inside of this vase. When you use the die cut, it naturally puts a little, almost like border, if you will, around the edge that I'm kind of using to guide my line. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's just a way to define the outline of the vase. And I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom, because another really cool die that comes in this set is this little piece here, which gives you the illusion of water in the bottom of your vase. How creative is that? So I'm just going to take this and line it up right at the bottom like that. So now we've got this cool vase that's vellum with that detail from the white gel pen and the water on the bottom. All right, so I'm going to take another Stampin' Dimensional. I'm actually going to pull from the edge here because it's a little bit smaller, and I'm going to set that one down here at the bottom and then attach it right over. Now, if you wanted to, you could attach this down onto the stems. So like if I peel it back just a little bit and maybe right at that little intersection, just do a tiny little dot, and I can set that down into it. It'll take just a minute to dry, but that would secure it a little bit more if you wanted to do that. Okay, now I'm going to take this little scrap of the bubble bath and use the happy birthday greeting that was part of the garden gatherings and bubble bath ink. So it's just tone on tone, and we'll get that centered on here, hopefully. Pretty good. And again, just like the sample that inspired me, this is a tone on tone greeting here too. So we're carrying that through to this project as well. I'm gonna notch the end by going, whoops, in the middle a little bit, and then from each corner. And then I'll do the same thing right on the other side. Just a little snip up in the center, and then in from each corner. Okay, and then before I attach this, I'm also going to pull in some bubble bath ribbon and just cut a little bit longer than the piece, so right about here. And then the way I'm going to attach this, I don't want to have to try to get some adhesive on that really thin piece. So what I'm gonna do is just take my regular Stampin' Seal adhesive, put some right there across the bottom, and set this down into it. So I want it to be relatively centered, so there's equal distance here and here. It's pretty close. And then I'll add some more Stampin' Dimensionals to the back of the happy birthday banner and set that right over the ribbon. So there's more ribbon, you know, it sticks out further. Excuse me, there's more adhesive, that, you know, it's wider than the ribbon. But then once I add this over it, you don't even notice that. It's all underneath. All right, so that's what I have so far. Darling Duckling, Lost Lagoon, and Bubble Bath. A really unique color combination. I'm quite certain I have not used this before. Now, to top everything off before we wrap up, I'm going to use some in-color dots. And what's kind of fun about this, so the Darling Duckling is one of last year's in colors, and what I'm using for these embellishments are from this year's new in colors. So while they're different, especially when you're working with cardstock, sometimes you can easily get away with using the embellishments or ribbons that aren't exactly that color, but you can still use them on your projects. So this is the Barely Blush little dot that I'm using on Bubble Bath, and it looks just fine. Ooh, I didn't think about this very well. I tucked that underneath. I'm gonna just do it over like that. That'll work. And then on the centers, I'm going to take these dots, which are actually Peaceful Pine, but they look great on this card. So lots of little dots on this one to just accentuate the background, tone on tone flowers, and then of course our focal point here. One more thing I want to do as a point of comparison. This is the card we've made, and then I basically made the exact same card, but just rotated. So we've got the position here is more portrait, and this one is landscape. So I'd love to hear in the comments, which of these two do you prefer? Layout 1 or layout 2? Which one do you like better? Let me know. Go ahead and watch the other 3 videos. Then come back and give a thumbs up vote to the one that you enjoyed the most. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.